Hello, and thank you for joining me. My name is Tyler Gadwa. I am the business development leader and the Boston-based team leader here at Evolve Salon Systems. And I have the great pleasure of bringing you through a very special project that we've been working on here at Evolve. This is the high impact planning, and it's a special edition high impact planning called Hope, which is going to be breaking it down into 3 different phases. We teach at Evolve how to really manage the things that we have control of, and we call them the Magic 3. In the first phase of your high impact planning, we're going to be focusing on increasing your average ticket. And increasing your average ticket in the salon means that you will be able to grow your revenue through more client engagement and higher retention. When you increase the ticket price for your clients, it actually increases the overall retention to that one client. So in the first phase, we're going to be talking about this. In the second phase, we're going to be talking about how to really increase the frequency of visits. So now that we have the clients coming in, spending more money, being more engaged in the service promotions that we offer, we're going to be looking to increase the amount of visits they have in the salon per calendar year. And when you look at frequency of visits, again, this is one of the easiest ways to control your income as a salon and as a stylist, because what's going to happen is you're going to be able to generate sales of up to 28% higher volume just from going from 6 weeks to 4 weeks, or 14% from going to 6 weeks to 5 weeks. So this is going to be a great tool to show you the difference of moving clients down to a more frequent visit opportunity in the salon. And in the third and final phase, when we work through this one, we're going to be focusing on now generating new clients within the business, how to utilize the raving fans that we've created in our salons to really help them promote and create new client opportunities here in the salon. So let's get started. It's important to know that in your first phase, as on the salon tab and all the phases to follow, everything is actually populated and built for you. So when you click on things within the yellow during the salon tab, you'll be able to then see that on the stylist tab, everything is actually populated for you. So when you go in here and click in the date, as we've already done for you, you'll actually see that it's going to be written over here automatically for you. So any changes made on tab 1 will be made on tab 2. Okay. So when you're starting to fill this out, the date is going to be whatever the 8-week period that you're going to launch this in the salon. And we are suggesting that you use this as a launch tool during the first week that we can finally get back to opening our salons again. Down here, you're going to want to put the team huddle date and time. We're going to be teaching you how to conduct really strong huddles in the salon through our free learning, as well as we will be offering huddles for you and your team to be able to participate in that's going to outline these programs. So if you need help helping you translate this message to your team so they can see how it actually affects them long-term in their income, we have these all planned for you, and you'll see those dates to follow. So let's say that May 2nd is going to be my huddle date. It's going to start at 10 o'clock. Again, that's going to be transferred over to this second tab. That's going to be designed more for your stylist, which we'll cover after we complete our first 3 phases. And here, you'll notice that you can change the promotional weeks. We do suggest keeping it at 8, but if you were to go in and change it for whatever reason, it will automatically change the formulas we have built for you down here. So we'll leave it at 8. In this focus period, we're going to be talking about, again, increasing your average ticket. And we're going to be bringing you a very special new product, which is the RPM Reparative Treatment. This is going to be a CBD-infused oil treatment that you'll be able to add to your color service and long-term be able to charge. Again, we're recommending that you actually add this into the service at no charge, but still communicate to your client that this value is normally, let's say, $20, but today, thanks to their loyalty and as a welcome back gift, we're going to be including this in their color to really help remedy and heal their hair from the time that we haven't been able to see them. So down here, once we get to this client goal portion, again, this yellow part is where you are actually going to want to fill out the numbers. So let's say I'm a salon of 1,000 people that are in my active client list. And I'm going to then say, of the 1,000 people, how many of that, or that percentage of people, are we able to get to do this service? So let's say I'm thinking maybe 25% of the clients I'm trying to target. That means that I would have 250 clients that I'm going to go after of the 1,000. And let's say I have 6 stylists within my salon. That means that if I have 6 stylists and I'm targeting 250 clients, the weekly goal for the stylist is going to be targeting 5 clients a week. So if they can do 5 clients a week doing this service and you were eventually charging for this service, you would be able to hit your target and complete the goal at the end of the promotion period. Again, this particular example, we are not going to be charging, but it's a great tool to still show you what the value is you can create long term. So if you're charging for the service, or when you can charge for the service, let's say you're going to be charging 20. We are suggesting anywhere from 10, 15, 20. We want to keep this at a lower price point so that more stylists engage their clients to do so. And we're keeping the cost very low from the salon side to make sure that you can do that. But depending on your market, you may charge more, you may charge less, but we're going to go at $20 for easy math. So once I get that number, it's going to tell me the projected sales is $5,000. If I can get all clients to do this, and that I've targeted the 250 of my 6 stylists that I have working for me, and they can do 5 a week, maintaining that service ticket of $20 or more for this upgrade or add-on, that means that this salon is going to generate $5,000 in additional revenue, newfound revenue in the salon. This is going to really help to close that gap and get us back to a profitable place in the salon, help to really manage some of the loss that we may have been experiencing in these last few weeks. On the retail side, we're going to do the same thing. So normally when we do the high impact planning, you would partner it with a product that you would do a special buy-in. And if you're buying a dozen or more as a partner salon, you get a special 20% off break on whatever promotion you and your DSC determine to go with. In this example, we're actually going to be suggesting that you build your own based off the inventory you have in the salon. That way there's no investment and there's no additional costs that you have to foot the bill for, and it's all pure profit coming in. So how that's going to work is whatever items you choose to select during the promotion period, and obviously it's based off your inventory, so you're probably going to be changing it as you deplete your inventory or as you reorder new items. But let's say you have a pretty good amount of the Cove all-in-one available in your salon. So we're going to choose that one as a promotion item. We're going to be partnering with this service. So in this example, let's say of the 250 that we're targeting, we're going to go after 50 of those clients. And that means that of the 250, 50 of them are going to be targeted or hopefully purchase a retail offering that we have partnered with this. Again, I have 6 stylists in the salon. My weekly goal is just, I guess I have to sell 1 a week. That's it. If I can get 5 of those clients that I'm doing the service on to just buy 5 of them, or 1 of those 5 rather, just to buy 1 of those products, that means that I'm going to be able to generate an additional $1,000 for the salon in retail profit, okay, or retail sales. So down here, if my retail promotion quantity is 50, based off of whatever I'm putting in down here, that means that the MSRP or the suggested price of the all-in-one Cove is normally 25. And let's say it's a 20% off price break. So it's going to be $20 now at this special savings. So your client will save $5. And again, once you do the reorder on these items, we're going to be extending you the 20% off savings on whatever item you pair with this. So this is a great tool and a great way to really showcase and show you and the salon stylist really what you can start to do when you do a focus promotion around increasing the average service ticket and then tying it to a retail offering. Okay, so that's going to be your first phase. And again, the investment down here might be different because we're replacing our inventory already on hand. On the second phase, we're going to be really focusing on the increasing the average frequency of visits. This one, we're going to be using a tool through the rebooking scratch cards, and the client engagement or the goal for them is to move them down to a lesser frequency of visits or coming in more often. So same thing, we're going to choose a promotional date, and this is 8 weeks after our first phase. So I put that in down here. You're going to again select your team huddle date, and you can do this all virtual, of course. And you'll put the date and time down here. And then again, the promotional period, we are suggesting 8. You could adjust this. It is allowed to do so. However, we're going to stay on the 8 for this example. The promotion, again, is focusing the frequency of visits. And what we're going to be using as a tool is the scratch cards and the giveaway items that are found in your Hope box. So in this tool, what's really exciting is you can actually show uh, the stylist and as well as yourself what the potential revenue change could be if you were to move clients from a 6 weeks down to a 5 or 6 weeks down to a 4. And again, if you're moving them from 6 weeks to a 4, that's a 28% increase in your overall service sales income, which is pretty exciting when you start to think about that. So what that means is 4 weeks is 13 times a year. 6 weeks is 8.5 times a year that you would see that client on average. Let's say you go in and your active client base is again 1,000 people that you normally see. And as a salon, when you pull the report, it shows you that the salon averages about $125 per ticket. Okay. So based off that, it's going to tell you that during the promotion period of 8 weeks, as well as the year, how this really starts to impact your numbers if you can move your clients down to a lesser or a more frequent visit cycle using this scratch card as the vehicle to help you do so. Okay. So if you are moving your clients down from a 6-week to a 5-week cycle, look at the changes that you start to see if you were to maintain 100% pre-booking. And of course, I never actually want that, but it's a great tool to show you what the potential and the possibilities truly are. So if you're moving from a 6-week cycle, it's $173,000 in service sales that the salon would be showing during the 8-week period. For a 5-week cycle, that's changing a whole 14% to 240. And then look at the difference from 6 weeks to 4 weeks. That's a massive increase. On all we did was change the way they book. We didn't touch their ticket price. We didn't get any new clients. We just simply moved them to a more frequent visit cycle here in the salon. And if you start to then look at what that does for the year, look at the difference. This is now $1 million salon that we've created here because we get everyone pre-booked. And again, let's say that the average salon is probably around 50 to 75 pre-booking. That's still a $500,000 salon just by simply maintaining the 6-week schedule. But look what it does when you go to a 4-week cycle. Now you're bordering $750,000. And if we were to go from 6 weeks to 4 weeks and we're 100% pre-booked with the same numbers here, now we're a $1.6 million salon. So that's a huge difference. And this becomes a really important tool to show you as the owner, as well as your stylist, the difference just 1 week makes in the overall income for the salon, and then in respect to the stylist as well. So this is going to be our second phase. In your third and final phase, now that we've really figured out how to increase their ticket and we've got them coming in more often, this phase we're going to be focusing on creating new client opportunities in the salon. We've probably figured out what clients we may have lost during this period, where we have to start to fill our books again. Maybe they are coming in less often. Maybe there are things that are outside of our control. This is one of those magic 3 things, again, that we do have direct control of. So during this phase, we're going to be focusing on sometime between August and October. And again, you'll adjust this based off of when your particular salon opens. Again, choose your huddle date. We're going to be running this for an 8-week period. And in this promotion, we're going to be focusing on increasing our client count for the salon. And we're going to be doing that through an aggressive 50-50 haircut referral program that Kristen Young has outlined previously to this recording. So in this example, what we're going to be doing is looking at the number of clients that the salon sees per week. So I'm going to go in and count, and I'm going to say that as a salon, again, we have about 6-7 stylists here in my salon. I'm going to see about 200 clients a week. That means the total clients that we see in an 8-week period is averaging somewhere around 1,600 people or 1,600 guests, okay? During this, I'm going to say, all right, of the 1,600, what percentage of my clients are raving fans who just love me, who I know I can get to refer me if I give them a tool, and are the clients I actually want them referring to me? We talk about you can really create your dream clients by using your current dream clients to generate those same people. Mostly, they usually surround themselves with people that are like them. So let's attract those clients that we love into our business. So in this example, let's say I have a pretty healthy salon culture, and I'm going to go after 20% of my client base over the 8-week period. That means that the total clients that are participating during this 8 weeks are going to be 320. And if the average ticket in my salon is 125, and the number of stylists that I see here again is 6, that means that the monthly sales increase that I can expect if I can actually get this many clients to engage and promote is $120,000 in an increase. And as a year, that increases my numbers to 1.4. So you can quickly see how much this really starts to affect your overall numbers in the salon and increase your service sales just because we're getting a lot of new clients here within the business. And 320 is pretty aggressive. So just to give you a different perspective, let's say I'm only targeting 5% of my client base and I'm getting 80 clients to participate. Same thing, my ticket's the same, my 6 stylists are here, but still look at the monthly increase that I can expect of 30,000. And then for the year, if I can get these clients in my business and what they can create, the long-term value of that client or the long-term price of that client is $360,000 for the year. Okay, so those are your 3 phases that the salon's going to be focusing on, and you and your DSC or the team leader is going to be helping you plan. On this second tab, you'll notice that this is actually for your stylist. This is a great tool to use as a one-on-one coaching or huddle tool to really show them how it directly affects their income, because the stylist, in the same respect, is going to want to know what's in it for me. How is this going to help me grow long term? I get how it helps you as a salon, but what's in it for me? So same thing, everything will be populated automatically from the first tab here, so you don't have to worry about that. But you are going to say to the stylist, all right, of your clients, let's say you're averaging 200 clients is what you actively see in your book. How many people do you want to target? And again, we're going to go in and say, let's say 50 people. So if we're going to target 25% of those people, again, the cost is $20. That's automatically populated for you. It tells you the projected sales volume is $1,000. And the income is going to be based off the commission that you're going to add down at the bottom, which I'll show you in just a second. But this is based off of a 45% commission. And look what happens. The stylist now sees that if they can get this many clients to participate in the promotion and they're generating $1,000 for the salon, they're going to be able to increase their income over the 8-week period of $450. So it becomes a really great tool to show them that if they can keep that goal and hit that target, they're going to be able to actually acquire new income sales through this period as well. Okay. So the next thing that you'll see is we're going to do the same thing for retail. So of the 50, can we target 25? And the cost to client, again, is going to be 20. The projected sales is 500. And the income the stylist will see is 50. Not quite as grand as the 450. This is based off of a 10% commission. However, just like we've always taught stylists, this is not necessarily about creating income for them. This is about them seeing long-term retention. If they can increase their retail sales and get their client engaged in retail, this will affect their overall service sales long-term. So that's the important message to make sure the stylist sees here. So this, again, will show you the quantity is 25. The MSRP is normally $25 rather, and the special savings is going to be a $20 price point, so a $5 savings overall. At the bottom, you are going to want to make sure you adjust it based off of your commission model in the salon. So I use the example of 45 here. If you were to change it, automatically these formulas would be adjusted based off whatever you put in there. So now you see this change to 400 versus the 450 because I did change the commission structure in this particular example. So this is phase 1. During phase 2, same thing. You'll adjust all, you won't have to adjust rather any of this. It's populated from that first phase or that first tab that we already filled in. And this is a great tool, again, to show them how it directly affects their income long-term. So when you're going through and you say, okay, what are the number of clients that you average? You have 200 active people in your book and you average a ticket of $100. Guess what? If you can get them on a 4-week cycle and you're 100% pre-booked, which again, never want you to be, but if that were the case, you can be a 6-figure earner. This is your yearly income you can expect if you can get all your clients to a 4-week. Get them down to a 5, you're an $80,000 a year income stylist. Or get them to a 6, you're a 68. So this really shows them a tool to make them be more aware of how they're planning their clients' frequency of visits and really being more diligent about getting them in on a more frequent visit cycle. So that would be your phase 2. During the third and final phase, again, a great tool to show them this is how you're going to now create new opportunities through raving fans within your business. So let's say as a stylist, I see about 20 clients a week. That means that during the 8-week promotion period, I'm going to average about 160 clients. And if I'm looking at that and say, all right, I can probably target 10% of those 160, I can probably get 10% of them to promote me, then that means all I have to do is get 16 clients to participate and be able to refer me just one new guest. And if I am averaging, I think we said I was averaging 125 a ticket, that means that I can increase my sales per month of $1,000, and my income that I can now expect over the course of a month is an additional $433. And this is going to continue throughout the year based off of me being able to maintain those clients. So a really great way to show them that 16 new clients in your business averaging $125 means an additional $433 each month that you can expect just from getting new people in your chair. So great tools to really show them what's in it for me. In this other portion, you're going to see this is your scoreboard. This is the third and final tab that I'll just review with you quickly, that just will be populated based off whatever you fill in the first tab. So this is going off of the example that we did up here. During your Hope Phase 1, which is focusing on your average service ticket, this is just a great scoreboard to keep your team engaged, to make sure they're measuring each week of progress. So this will be filled out automatically based off what you fill in on page 1. And then you're going to go ahead and list in your stylist names here. And then each week, just have them cross off or manually write this down somewhere on a wall out back, on the paper, on the wall out back. Don't be drawing on your walls unless you have a chalkboard. And you're just going to make sure you mark them off, because this creates a ownership to them accomplishing the goal. And then at the end, we're going to say, did we hit the goal of whatever this number is? If they had 5 times the 8 weeks, you put that number in here. I don't know what that math looks like. Let's say 75. And was the goal met, yes or no? So this is a great way to keep them engaged. So these are the 3 different phases or 3 different tabs you're going to review. Again, scoreboards here, your stylist portion, which is a great one-on-one coaching method. And then for the salon, this is your active planner that's going to basically bring you through all the way through the end of September. So this is going to give you a nice 120-day plan or so to be able to really effectively close the gap and get yourself back to a healthy place within your salon. So I hope this all makes sense. We will have continued training moving forward, but I just want to thank you for all the love and support that you've given us over this time period, and continue to do well, be healthy, and of course, as always, keep evolving. Thanks for tuning in.